Welcome back to the Modeling and Wellbeing Podcast, where you can learn the ins and outs of modeling and also gain tips to better care for your holistic well-being. This is your girl, Larissa, and this space is designed for us to learn, grow, and empower one another. So, Lego. Happy November 1st. Man, every new month is such a beautiful time for us to set new intentions for the month, revisit our goals. And I don't know about you, but I'm so excited for all the festivities that November comes with, like Thanksgiving. You know it's going down on Thanksgiving in the Black community. It means collard greens, the mac and cheese and yams. Oh my gosh. I also want to recognize Veterans Day that's coming up and thank those who served and sacrificed for our country and who continues to serve today. And my favorite, it's Gratitude Month. Whew. As a wellness coach and wellness advocate, I'm personally super big on gratitude because it really can be life-changing, especially when things aren't necessarily going our way. And being that it is Gratitude Month, I want to shake it up a little bit and kick things off with a calming gratitude meditation before we go into our main topic on how to prep for castings and agency auditions. But first, speaking of gratitude, man, I have to shout out my family, y'all. My family knows I'm into just so much. And before I promoted this podcast on social media, I was doing some testing out. I posted the first episode on the platforms and shared the link in our family group text just to let them know about it and say, test it out, listen to it. First off, my grandma, OG, said verbatim, "You did great. You were easy to listen to and very knowledgeable on the subject. I didn't fast forward like I normally do when people are boring and doesn't get to the point right away. LOL, so that's why I gave you a 5-star rating. Like, I'm in tears. How sweet. Shout out to my big sister Ash, always day one to the day one with the support. Even my 13-year-old sister called me up before she went to school this morning to say congratulations on launching your podcast. Of course, mom slid through, hopped on the call as well. I literally got off the phone with her. She said, Rissa, I just want to let you know that I told everyone about your podcast at work. Shout out to my youngest sister as well. Like, man, isn't it a beautiful feeling to have your tribe, your family, just support you through anything? And I am forever grateful to my family. They are everything and grounds me. So I want you to also think about what you're grateful for as we head into our gratitude meditation. Really soak it in and feel it in your soul on the things that you are grateful for. There are scientifically proven benefits of gratitude, like improving your psychological health, improving your relationships, and the people that tend to be more grateful care for their bodies more, so their physical health naturally improves. Embedding gratitude in your daily life can be incredibly impactful. Even if it's saying one small thing that you're grateful for, like, I'm grateful that I have toast today. It truly can go a long way and make you realize all that you have. So let's begin, shall we? It's very short, and I hope that you will join me. I want you to bring yourself to a place of stillness. Maybe you sit down, or maybe you stand. Maybe you keep your eyes open or allow them to close in the knowledge that you are safe and grounded. Once you reach this place of stillness, I want you to bring awareness to your breath and feel as your chest expands and then deflates with each breath. I want you to take 10 slow breaths to truly feel how magnificent the moment is. In, out. In, out. In, out. Continue to take your breaths at your own pace. In, out. One last breath. In, and out. Now, I want you to count to 3, and for each number to name a gift. 1, the gift of life. You are alive today. You have been brought into this world. You feel, you may taste, and you may see each day on this earth. 2, the gift of hearing, for you are listening to this meditation with your ears, and that is an indescribably beautiful gift. 3, the gift of your heart. I want you to bring attention to your heart. Put a hand on your chest and feel your heartbeat, a gift in itself. I want you to be grateful for all the love you've given and all the love you've received. With your hand still on your heart, I want you to open your eyes and see this marvelous gift in all its glory. Wow, doesn't that feel amazing? When you take a moment to feel all that you're grateful for, when you take the time to listen to your body, to express gratitude towards your body. Okay, one more deep breath with me before we move forward. Yes. Well, I'm grateful that you participated in that practice. Now let's switch gears into the main topic for today. Get that energy back up. For my models and aspiring models, what's up? We are going to talk through how to prep for a casting and agent applications or interviews. If you haven't already checked out episodes 1 and 2, where I share tips to getting started in the industry and provide a little agency 101 rundown, those will be very helpful to listen to as well. For those of you that may not be aware of me, I have 6 years of modeling experience and I'm currently signed with 4 model and talent agencies. I want you to thrive in this industry, so I'm more than happy to share all the tips and tricks that I know for you to stay on your game, because I'm still learning too. And there's enough room for all of us to eat at the table and prosper in this industry. Throughout your career, you are going to audition literally more than you can count. It's a part of the game and the process. Some auditions and castings will stick, some will not. When you do not get a job, I want you to make sure that you're making space for your feelings, because rejection at the end of the day does suck. And then I want you to practice getting into the mindset of knowing that sometimes their decision wasn't personal. These decisions that agents are making are based on a number of factors like what's in the market, comparing your look to their current models, and overall, your look is probably just not what they're aiming for in the moment, but that could very well change in the near future. Your body and your face is a brand. So, of course, we want to do everything we can to help you prep for your moment to increase your chances of getting chosen. Usually, models are attending a casting or audition for the following. Maybe they're applying for an agent, interviewing with an agent, auditioning for a runway show, commercial, or even a music video. I'm sure there's like plenty of thousand other more things, but these are some of the most popular things. So here's what you want to prepare for within each. Okay, first, before you apply to anything, you want to make sure you have several things ready. Your portfolio, a professional resume if you've been building on that experience, and you want to be consistently taking care of your body because remember, your body is your brand. Making sure you're working out, eating those fruits and vegetables, drinking water, being well rested before you're casting. But let's be real, a lot of last minute opportunities do come up last minute. Like I've heard of so many auditions that have popped up the day of or even the night before. That's why building a wellness routine that works for you into your schedule is going to help you out in the long run so that you are consistently confident in your skin. Walking into that audition room, you've got color in your skin, you look well rested, etc. So you want to show that you have as much energy as possible. And overall, I mean, who doesn't want to feel good and also look good? If you're applying online for an agency, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you read the application or most time the information online for the submission very, very carefully. Most importantly as well, uploading the correct requested photos. If they say we're all black, we're all black. Do not pop up in a blue t-shirt, nothing. Wear black. Usually your hair is going to be pulled back. You will take full body shots, front and side, a waist up shot, and typically a very close up shot, front and side or profile. Depending on the agent, they don't really want the smiles and giggles. They want serious and fierce. So just again, double check what's requested and also be truthful about your measurements. If you booked an interview with an agent in person, congrats, that's awesome. In this case, I personally love to get ready for these types of interviews and even shows the night before, gathering everything that the agent has requested, those forms of my resume and my portfolio, having a bag with a pair of heels in them just in case they make me walk, which 90% of the time they will make you walk, as well as little things like a hair tie, chapstick, making sure my nails are clean, setting my outfit out, which again, you typically wear all black form-fitting clothes so that they can see your figure. So you'd wear something like black jeans or pants with a black tank top and notating what hairstyle you want for the next day. If you're African American, this is a great time to prep your hair the night before. Usually we have to do a lot of products for our curls to make them pop in the morning. So take note of all those things and prep the night before. This will literally change your existence because preparation is everything. It really makes things so much stress-free when you're getting ready the next day. Think about it. You don't have to worry about anything but getting ready, putting on your little to no makeup, styling your hair, and leaving early so you have enough time to figure out parking, etc. You also want to make sure that you stay away from strong fragrances, so that's another tip. Another perk about preparing the night before is, honestly, look, we're human and we do run late sometimes. So if you know, end up running late in the morning, guess what? You have everything basically completed and saved about 20 minutes from preparing for things that you probably would have done if you were rushing. So get ready early, aim for it. I love to get ready at least 2 to 3 hours before my auditions, especially if it's in the morning. I can drink lots of fluids, eat food, warm up my voice so it doesn't sound so raspy. I could practice out loud, answers to questions that I'd anticipate them asking. And again, I'm not rushing to get ready and can leave to get there at least 10 to 15 minutes early. Now, say you booked an interview with an agent virtually via Zoom or Google Meet or another platform. You essentially want to do the same things and have the same materials. Except one best perk is that you don't have to drive, so you could get to save on some gas. I did a Zoom interview and it really felt awkward. I was unsure of what to expect, and it ended up being more of a get to know you session than a formal interview. It's always nice to double check with the scheduler and ask what you should prepare for going into the interview just in case. I would still wear those black form-fitting clothes, having your hair pulled back with little to no makeup. And the biggest thing with virtual meetings is lighting and background. Ideally, you want the natural light to be directly on you, and you can also use a ring light to help if you have that. Then find a solid background. I mean, it could be your wall, it could be studio paper, it could be a pop-up background that you can order from Amazon, etc. The last thing you want is for the agent directors to be distracted by your background. No matter how clean your place is, a solid background will make sure that they are keeping their focus on you, the talent. Keeping your phone or laptop at eye level will also be a better experience as well. Test your audio and video. This is so important. And also just still show up on time. Just because you're on Zoom, it doesn't mean you should be logging in last minute. Log in at least 10 minutes early. And like I said, test your audio, video, technology, whatever. Test it. The last thing you want is for your battery to die, for any weird glitches to happen, or anything else to go wrong. So double check that stuff, and then I think you should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Next, on to auditions for runways. My favorite. I mentioned in the first episode that I actually started my career doing fashion shows. Like, I'm talking back-to-back shows, and I know very well what you need in this space. Before your runway audition, practice, practice, practice. Oh, and practice. Practice in a couple of different heel styles. Practice what poses you might want to do. Practice with your arms straight down. Do a personality walk practice. You never know what kind of style of walking they will ask you to do. So it's honestly incredibly helpful to have those different styles fresh in your mind, in your legs prior to the audition. As with everything, you want to double check the audition requirements. And if they don't specify anything, because that's happened before, at worst case scenario, bring your portfolio, model resume, a comp card, if it applies. Wear all black fitting clothes, pants, like I said, pants or jeans and a black tank top. Style your hair pulled back, have little to no makeup, and bring a couple pair of heels. Some runway auditions actually don't care what kind of heel you have for the audition and would even accept you walking in things like boot heels, whether they're thick or skinny boot heels. Some runway auditions don't consider wedge heels or boots as an acceptable thing that you should be walking in. And they typically require stilettos at least 4 to 5 inches tall. Again, if you're unsure, you can always contact the scheduler and ask. And I would just say a good thumb of rule is just bring a couple different heel styles just in case. Once you arrive to the audition for the runway show, I want you to walk into that check-in section with confidence. And if you know someone, you can acknowledge them, but keep the conversations short. You want to stay focused. You can chat after the audition. Keep your head in the game. Then, once you are called up and you walk in that room, you are already performing. So keep your posture straight with a confident smile and just be yourself. Walk as if you are performing already and give your all, be fierce, then you're done. Go home. Congrats, you did it. Okay, now to commercial auditions. I love commercials. They're so fun. The steps of prepping for a commercial audition are pretty much the same as the others with a few differences. First off, you more than likely will have received details about the commercial via a script or context from your agent. Please do not read this the day of your audition. At the very least, review and practice the night before, and even better, a few days before, depending on how soon you receive the information. Now, the last thing you want to do is to be confused. You're asking models, what are you guys doing? You're asking the directors there. You do not want to do that. So make sure that you are being prepared as much as possible. Practice a script out loud at home. Try different impersonations, voice ranges, etc. Now, wardrobe for a commercial will also be slightly different. For commercial, print, and TV, they typically like for their talent to be wearing solid, simple colors, maybe something that's going to complement your skin with simple pants. Nothing with crazy logos or patterns. Wearing natural to little makeup or no makeup and having nicely styled hair usually works the best. During these auditions, one thing I will say is they are paying attention to your energy. They are paying attention to your personality. So, right when you walk in, I need you to be smiling, radiating this positive energy. Say hi, maybe even ask them, how are you? You don't have to overdo it, of course. Keep your energy light, playful, and again, be yourself. You might be waiting in the audition room for a while because groups are usually going in at a time. But once you do go in, it will go by so quick. They will typically ask for you to slate, which includes your name and saying your agent, and then provide instructions and say, action, go. Even if you don't know how to do something, please, you know how to do it in that room. I need you to fake it till you make it. Never, ever say, no, I can't do it, and then leave it there. Always try and have fun. They will honestly respect you for putting in the effort, even if they know that you, if they know that you don't know how to do it. Now, with this crazy COVID world over the past couple of years, I can't believe it's like going on 3. In-person auditions for commercials aren't typically common anymore. So most times you will be submitting self-tapes, which is kind of a whole nother practicing game. But it's more comfortable because you are auditioning in your home. So it allows people to have and feel more pressure, or less pressure, not more. Hopefully you don't feel more pressure. Remember that with a self-tape, you want great lighting, that natural light to be on you or using a ring light, a solid background, and a good working phone or laptop with a camera at eye level. Please feel free to record multiple times. Ideally, you want to not be using your script if that applies. You may or may not use props depending on the instructions as well, so double check that. If you rush to record and submit a self-tape last minute, guess what? Your agent will notice. So take your time, make sure you are being in the moment and getting into character, and of course, having fun. Last but not least, we've got the music videos. So I'm in Atlanta and I actually booked my first couple of music videos within the month that I've been here. And those were definitely different experiences, but they were actually super fun. Many music videos take auditions via third-party sites like Backstage. So if you are signed up on those sites and you're applying, you definitely want to make sure that your online profile is top tier, posting as many good quality photos as you can. Oftentimes, you will get directly booked, especially if you are a background extra. And honestly, I feel like for music videos, they really go off of word of mouth for their models and base things off of your Instagram page. So I'm going to emphasize social media again. Please invest into your profile. Make it as great looking as possible because people are paying attention in this industry. However, for these castings, When you are prepping for them and you're going in person, you want to make sure you have everything that we talked about already, your portfolio, etc. However, this time for wardrobe, I would recommend to arrive looking more stylish, matching the energy of the music video type. So if it's hip hop, you may want to come in looking professional with a twist of streetwear in there. If it's for a Latin pop video, you may arrive looking professional in a beautiful dress. Match the vibe and also come with a great personality, of course, always. Well, I sure do hope that this information was helpful for you all. This was a pretty lengthy episode. I know it's a lot to process and there's a lot of notes and things to be aware of. So just remember to take one casting at a time. With rejection, it's normal and you're not alone. I always take rejection in this industry as a sign that it just wasn't meant for me. And guess what? Another opportunity always comes knocking. So let me know what tips were the most helpful for you. I would love to hear from you. Drop a review down below and let me know if this was valuable, if it was not valuable, and how I can serve you even better. At the end of each episode, we recite affirmations together. Affirmations are designed to help you become aware of your personal strengths and values. When you are able to note your strengths, it can be a game changer for improving your self-awareness and building confidence. So repeat after me. I am grateful for the life I'm living. I am growing every single day. I give myself permission to trust myself and my intuition. Thank you all so much again for tuning in today. Like I said, it was a long one, but we had some juicy stuff in there. Like, woo! We got in some meditation. We got in some tips for our models and aspiring models. And again, I would love to hear from you. I will be dropping an episode once a week, so do not forget to follow this podcast to stay alert on new episodes and follow me on Instagram at Rissa Snugs, RISASNUGGS for additional fun content. Love y'all so much, XOXO, and see you next time.